All right. Mic check, audio check. Making sure everything is good. Yes. Okay, I think we should be good. All right. What's happened? What's really good? Today is Monday, and today we are here starting up our first week. What the heck? First stream of the week. That's what I meant to say. We're gonna be continuing the shiny Shieldon egg hunt. Because I didn't get to do so last week. So we're gonna be continuing that this starting today, and I'm hoping that truthfully, I'm not gonna lie, I am still a little bit concerned about the OBS nonsense we had the past couple days, but I think we should be okay for the most part. But I'm gonna probably be soon looking into a new streaming software pretty soon to see if that fixes things. But how's everybody doing today? We got Mystic Crossing, we got Emily, we got Blake, and we got Daniel. Welcome everybody. We're starting up a fresh new week, and what better way to start it up than with a nice chill little egg hunt. So as you already know, I already got the eggs all nice and prepped up ahead of time before stream started. Hey, what's good, Chris? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? And I see you, sis. How's everything? Hopefully you've been all right. Yeah, we got some eggs tonight. Today, guys, gonna make some eggs. Hopefully we can hatch up hopefully hatch this shield on shiny already. It's been eluding me for the longest time. So yeah. Without being said, let's go ahead and let's get some music popping and let's get the show on the road. All right, I don't know why it took a little while for that to start up, but okay, let me know the music's good, so just so I know everything is good. All right, so this week is definitely going to be an exciting one because if you guys already saw by the post, I'm gonna be doing 2 collabs this week. One is going to be with Low Key Gamer, and the other is going to be the mega collab on Saturday. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Doing as good as one can be. Fair enough. Yeah, as long as you're okay, I'm always down to hang out, whatever, if you ever need to hang out and all that. But how's everyone doing today? How's everyone been doing? Hopefully y'all had a great weekend. It's time to do. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some Yu-Gi-Oh on Friday. It's gonna be our first time streaming. It's gonna be my first time streaming it, and I'm gonna be streaming it through my PS5 because I think with the PS5 it'll actually be a little bit more easier for me to maintain. Plus, since I'm going to be in a call with him, I think he also has a PS5. I got to confirm that with him to see if he has it. Because if he does, then that's going to actually make streaming a lot easier while having him in the call. Because it's going to make things so much more easier to maintain everything. Because PS5 actually does have a little bit of a party thing where you can actually be in the be in a party in a game in the party chat with people. And I believe we can get them. I did it a couple times. A fun fact with a few people like months ago. But that was like months ago, now that I think about it. So I'm probably gonna have to ask them to in before the stream starts to run some testing with that to see how it works, to see if I can get a roll, see if it's still a thing, of course. So that's one thing. More detail about the Elite Four collab will be announced, like I said, later this week. Just in case something does happen in which the event, if some reason gets canceled. But just know, guys, I will not be streaming it because I'm gonna need my capture card data to be used for a different source, of course. So, but I will, of course, still be in the collab. I'm gonna be on stream, just not on my channel, of course. But I will have the stream link to Thunderpow, which is gonna be the YouTuber. So all that's gonna be coming through pretty soon. But again, it's gonna I'll put more as the time goes on, so you guys will know what to expect. But yeah, and yeah, it's crazy how this is already the last week of March. Time has been flying. We just had some rain actually a little bit of the overnight into like this morning into like the afternoon. Which that wasn't really too fun, honestly, but for the most part it's been pretty chill. It's been pretty chill for the most part. I'm actually not working this week, so that's always fantastic. I always love to see it, So I'm really happy about that. It means I got more time I've got more time to be able to do more stuff this week, which is pretty cool. As well as just, you know, relax, get away from the job and all that, because the job's always been stressing me out a whole lot, honestly. So it's great to get away from it. I'll be crippled before I know it. Ah, dang. Hopefully you'll be alright. Hopefully everything will be okay. But yeah, guys, I'm just giving it a sharp eye out too on the couple things here as well too, because I do want to be sure that OBS doesn't be a butt again. Yeah, for the most part, it's been okay. I've been okay. For those of you who have been wondering how I've been doing, for the most part, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm still here. I'm still here rocking, still here chilling, and I do appreciate those that have been, you know, that have been checking up on me. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot, because, you know, like, obviously, as you already know, I've been pretty annoyed with the OBSs of late and everything else in between. But I'm still popping. I'm still here. I'm still chilling, and all that good stuff. I'm also going to try to put out some more videos this week. I have been kind of slacking on the videos too, and especially those that have been watching my Pokemon Go videos. I've been slacking a little bit on those, but truthfully, the reason why is because there hasn't really been much fun challenges to do as of late. Because right now we have Heatran and Mega Pinsir in the raids right now. And for Heatran in particular, I actually wanted to go for like a particular solo, but I haven't had sunny weather to do it. So unfortunately, I have to wait, until I can get the weather. Or if somebody actually hits me up with what I'm looking for, it'll also work out perfectly as well too. We also did have the Totodile Community Day and the Absol raid day this past weekend, which was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I got my shiny Totodiles this weekend. Pokemon, yeah, nice. I actually played quite a bit for that event, because I was trying to get the XL candies to work on my Shadow for Alligator for the most part. I picked up a few shinies here and there as well too, which is nice. But for the most part, I've mostly been focused on the Shadow on getting the candies for the Shadow for Alligator for the most part. Shiny wise, I didn't need it, since I already had it from like the first time Totodile had his community day. And that was like years ago, honestly, for the most part. So it's like I wasn't really too worried about the shinies. I mean, I knew they were gonna come to me, so I wasn't really stressing about it. I was just really getting the candy for I was really just going for the candy, really, just so I can have that on standby for whenever I make the Shadow for Alligator. I even found the shiny Clamperl. Nice. That's a pretty cool shiny in my opinion. That when it evolves into Huntail and Gorbis. Honestly, between those two, I don't know which one I like more, Gorbis or Huntail. I think Gorbis a little more than Huntail personally, but that's just me. Maybe people might like Gorbis, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. I think that's one of those perma boosted shinies anyway, so it's easy to find. I think it evolved into Huntail. Ah, I see. Oh yeah, that's right. Because in Pokemon Go, you can't really control which one it evolves into. So yeah, that's the thing I kind of don't like about those particular shinies. It's like you can't really control what evolution you get. You have to get a whole bunch of them just to get it. Honestly, I think that's really dumb. Now, when it comes to shinies, I personally myself just like to hunt them in these games in particular. Now, if there's a shiny in Pokemon Go that has a good rate but hasn't been released in these games in particular, then I'll probably hunt it in there too potentially. But other than that, I'm not really too worried about the shinies. I let them come to me rather than, you know, hunt so hard just to try to get it, because it's like, you know, in a way, I feel like, you know, if you don't try so hard to get a shiny, then it's like, you know, you don't get bummed out, because especially now, a couple things I kind of want to talk about real quick about going back to this whole Unova Tour thing back in earlier this month. People were obviously upset about the fact that shiny rates were kind of abysmal. I mean, if I could be perfectly real, and this is just my 2 cents, honestly, I honestly didn't really care about the shiny rates, the shinies at all, because I had a feeling the shiny rates was going to be pretty abysmal as it is. Because my focus for that event was mostly the Kyurem raids. That's personally me. I needed all 3, so it was whatever on the Evo. Ah, gotcha. I was playing Pokemon MMO during the community event. Wow, okay. That's what's up. But, yeah. Honestly, I didn't really care much about the shinies. I mean, I got a couple, but I think the majority, funny story, I think the majority of the shinies I got were Kyurems, because that's what I was majorly focusing on. I got majority Kyurem shinies, even though I only got like 4 shinies out of like, what, 80 something rates? That's how I knew the shiny rates was gonna be abysmal. I already knew. But, and the thing I'm a little bit disappointed of was that I didn't really get any decent IVs. The best one I got throughout the event, I believe, was like a 93% Kyurem. I didn't get anything too hot after that. But you know, the energy was good. I was able to at least I had some good Kyurems from the past, and then I had some Elite Charge teams, so I just had some of my better Kyurems. I even re-rolled some Kyurems with a buddy of mine, and we got some pretty good ones. I actually did end up getting a lucky 98, so I'm happy about that. So that was good. Now, I understand for those who really wanted the shinies. I get it, because it's like, you know, you really want to get the shinies. I get it. I completely get it. But knowing the company that makes the game, you know that they're not gonna make it easy for us to get it. Because I feel like, in a way, if they actually made the shinies so easy to get, I feel like it just defeats the purpose of shiny hunting. It's like, okay, we're supposed to hunt for shinies, yeah, right? We hunt for shinies, you know, we get something out of it, you know. If we don't get anything, you know, it's the hunt, honestly. And if they made all the shinies really easy to get, it's like, what's the point, right? I feel like, what's the point of it, particularly if the shinies were, let's say, like, if the shinies like 1 in 10, then what's the point of it? Then everyone's gonna get a shiny. Everyone's gonna at least get some good shinies, honestly. So that's just what I think. But at the same time, I understand, you know, how people feel, especially when it comes down to, you know, those big events. But that's just my personal standpoint on the shiny rates of those particular events, honestly. Community days, I feel like it's always a great way to get shinies as well too, because community days, at least, is free to play. You can always just like it's a 1 out of 25 chance to get shinies, and you're definitely likely to get shinies at community days. So I feel like that's the easiest way, in my personal opinion, to get shinies. But then again, that's just me personally. J2, welcome to the stream. How you doing today, brother? How you been? But yeah, community days in particular, I feel like are a great opportunity to get shinies, honestly. And the community day we had, the 2 community days we had this month for March were actually pretty good. We had free Coco, which I was finally able to get a shiny free Coco, which I moved that into Scarlet and Violet. So that's a fantastic deal, which I already have it as a Skeledirge. But I'm happy about that. I finally got that. So it was all thanks to Pokemon Go. So there's that. And then we had Totodile Community Day, which is also not a bad one, because, you know, Feraligatr is a fantastic Pokemon. The shiny family is also pretty decent, but that's just me personally. But anyways, welcome to stream, J2. How you doing today? In fact, how's everybody's day been going for the most part? Hopefully everyone's having a great start to the week. But yeah, tomorrow, guys, tomorrow's stream is going to be at a different time. I'm going to be trying something a little bit different with tomorrow's stream. It's going to be Final Fantasy 14. I'm bringing it back for this week, and then I'm going to also see I'm gonna also use this tomorrow's stream to see how things go for Friday's stream, pretty much. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. I managed to get 3 shinies Pokemon Go. Nice. Which shinies did you get? I mean, obviously, I think the only shiny I got was really the Totodile, but obviously that's a 1 out of 25. Yeah, it's a 1 out of 25, at least for that one in particular. I hope it gets to battle soon. You might, I believe, on Thursday. The battle stream will be on Thursday, actually, if I'm not mistaken. So, because the reason why is because OBS was being a butt this past Friday. We were doing battles this past Friday, but my OBS was bugging out. It was not stopping. So I had to go ahead and I just go ahead and you know, do a makeup event to make up for not streaming it, because that lag was abysmal. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I need to clap Ardo, bro. Let me tell you a funny story, Chris. Let me tell you a funny ass story, right? It's funny you say you need to clap Arlo, bro. I checked all three of my balloons, my 6 a.m. Well, not really. I didn't get up at 6 a.m. I woke up like at what, 9 in the morning, and I woke up like at 9 in the morning. I checked my balloon, Arlo. I don't want Arlo. I'm after Sierra, because Sierra's the one I prefer the most out of the three. I checked 12 o'clock. Who was it again? Arlo. 12 o'clock. What's my Arlo again? And then 6 p.m. You guessed it, Arlo. Three balloons in a row. Arlo. I am tired of seeing that buffoon. Literally. All you see is Sierra, brother. That explains why I haven't seen Sierra, because you steal her. No, I'm just kidding, brother. Take my luck, bro. Take Arlo. I don't want him. I hate him. I hate his smirk, brother. I honestly hate him with a passion. I cannot with Arlo, dude. I cannot stand him, brother. Like, please take him, honestly. I'm tired of seeing Arlo. I wish we could trade. Yes, please take Arlo, because I'm tired of seeing Arlo, man. I am sick and tired of seeing that four-eyed piece of tard on my screen from these balloons every time. Niantic, please stop giving me Arlo. I'm tired of seeing that four-eyed, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Oh my god. Like, that's all. Like, literally all three balloons were literally nothing but Arlo, bro. Like, I honestly cannot make this up. It's honestly crazy. Like, it's actually crazy. I just need one Arlo. You keep giving me Sierra, bro. I know exactly how you feel, honestly. Yes, you're a baddie about what the battle. That's actually really hilarious, honestly. That really is. I heard this guy say, yeah, I actually did hear about that too. We're getting a Tyranitar. Tyranitar is getting a 7-star treatment. That's actually really cool, actually. I love Tyranitar. Tyranitars are pretty cool, man. A pretty cool one. Isn't it gonna be Terra Ghost? I think it is. It seems like they're doing Pursuit of Legendaries. Yeah, did this say that as the weeks go on, we're going to be getting Pursuit of Legendaries after the start is finished. So it looks like they're going on to Tyranitar first. I'm kind of surprised they didn't do Dragonite yet. Unless I haven't been paying attention to the games at all, and I missed Dragonite, I guess. Honestly, I haven't really been doing the events, honestly, so because I already have them already, so it's like I don't see the point. But I mean, I guess it's because they do have the Mighty Marks, so sugar. I probably should have done some, actually, now that I think about it. Well, just to get one, really, but he gonna be scary. I mean, Terra Ghost, I mean, you could always use a dark type against it, I feel like. Let me see. If it's gonna be Terra Ghost, then that means that I feel like you're definitely gonna want to go for like a dark type against it, ironically, because since Tyranitar's gonna have Terra Ghost, you want a dark type. That's what I think. You definitely want a Terra dark. You want to at least have a dark type mon. I wouldn't recommend Moltres though, because you know Tyranitar is a rock type. It could have Stone Edge, and that would obliterate Moltres. So I wouldn't recommend it for sure. Let me see. You could, let me see. What are some good dark types that people use? I'm pretty sure there's some good dark types you can use, actually. Did the Dragonite? Yeah. See, that's how I know I haven't been paying attention to the events. That's how I know for if I haven't been paying attention. That's how I know that's how you know I haven't been paying attention. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could always just hunt marks in particular, so I would bring in myself to the raid. Oh yeah, RC. Oh yeah, that's right. Terra, Terra Dark Arceus. Yeah, that makes sense. Because Arceus is tanky as heck. You could do like, you could set up like Calm Mind. Does Arceus get Nasty Plot? I don't know if it does, but if it does, then there you go. There's an option. And then the rock moves will. I mean, the Tyranitar won't do too much damage to you. Oh, but wait a minute. It could potentially have Dragon Dance. Actually, that is a thing. Oh, so yeah, they did the Dragon Dance. Yep. Yeah. So that's how I know I wasn't paying attention to the events because I really haven't been focused too much on it. Excuse me. Terrastella? Really? I'm kind of surprised you go Terrastera. I personally would go with Terra Dark. Because with Terra Dark, you will resist, you know, the dark attack that Tyranitar will have. But that's just me personally. Dragonite was done way long ago. Yeah, that's how I know I haven't been paying attention. That's how y'all know I haven't been paying attention to the events. And then I'm pretty sure either Metagross or Salamence is going to be following up next after Tyranitar. I forgot I just logged in for the Shiny Pursuit, Shiny Boosted Pursuit. Wait, which Shiny Pursuit again? What's that again? I kind of forgot actually. See, I haven't really been paying attention to those events as of late. I really have not. I feel like I need to really look into those a little more. I have been kind of slacking with those. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I could be real with y'all, I have not been paying too much attention to those events. But I don't know. That's just me personally. Let me turn on my real quick. All right, give me one quick second, guys. I'm gonna turn on my fan real quick. I'm getting kind of hot. Give me 1 second. Okay, good. There we go. Okay, here we go. Alright, we're back now. Got some little air here. During Dragonite, Larvitar, Bagon, Beldum, Habusa, Shiny. Oh, that's right. They did have the shiny outbreaks. Right, you're right. You're absolutely right about that. Dang, I missed a lot of stuff, honestly. Sheesh. Then again, I haven't really paying too much attention to those events, honestly. I don't know why, but I never really did. I never really cared too much about those events. I don't know why. I mean, considering the fact that they have the marks on them, I probably should have nabbed something of the sorts, but it's whatever. I can always hunt them later. Since I believe I have the mark. Is there like a mark item that increases your chances of getting a Pokemon that has a mark? I think so, right? Because I think I have it too. Let me see. Synchro Machine. No, that's not it. Yeah, these are all the shinies that still get. These are all the legends still get to catch. Roto Stick. Meteorite. Teal Style Car. Terra Orb. Huh. Okay, I don't really see much here. Okay. It is what it is. I just shiny hunt the Pokemon, move on. Although I'm not catching legendaries since then. Fair enough. I mean, there's some in particular I do catch for VGC purposes, so that I could evolve. I can use them for like, you know, for those particular reasons. Because let's be real, there's no way they're gonna remove the shiny the lock on them on the shinies anyway. I only caught Kufu, the other horse, and one other. Oh, so you basically caught Kufu, Spectrier, and Glacier, basically. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so basically you caught Kufu, Glacier, and Spectrier. You know what's funny? I was wondering to myself, why is Spectre Uber? But I kind of understand why, because you couldn't do a lot of funny shenanigans with it, honestly. So I can kind of understand it for sure. So my build for Arceus is Stellar Terra Arceus with a Dread Plate with Judgment Ashes River. Oh, okay. So, oh yeah, that's right, because the item turns your Arceus into Dark type, and you just have the Stellar type. Okay. But wait, wouldn't that ruin your boost if anything? Because you won't have another. You only get like Don't you only get like one time boost for every type of attack you have? Since you're gonna be running mostly the Judgment, and then it only gets a one-time boost, does it not? Maybe, or is that just me? I don't know for sure, but y'all let me know, because if I'm not mistaken, Stellar Teller only works once a move basically. So that's what I was saying. I think it was better off to go Terra Dark, so at least you keep consistently getting the boost. How am I still getting these Pokemon touching them? I'm not even near them. What? Brother. How was that? How did that even happen? The shield. What's good, team viewers? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Like, brother, how did I encounter that Hoppip if I was nowhere near that Hoppip? Brother. You cannot make that distance up, brother. But yeah, no, I feel like, you know, Spectre, I get why he's Uber. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to try him out in the team. That's the thing. Cause I mean, yeah, he's Uber, but you know, I want to try him out for fun, really. Good, you. I've been doing well. I'm doing a lot better these days. Thanks for asking. Shieldon has the wildest forehead. It kind of does. It's pretty much a shield. It's got a little shield on the sea. He's Uber because he's too strong for OU. Like, how so, if you don't mind me asking? I mean, yeah, I mean, with Stella, you can get rid of his 4 times weakness to Ghost and Dark. Oh, sorry, it doesn't even have that 10 times weakness. Only the Shadow Rider does. Ultra Moves in Battle Stadium. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, I see why. Yeah. That makes sense. I completely forgot. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Never mind, J2. You think? Nah, I see why now. You got it. Nah, I see why. Because I forgot in raids, you know, the Stellar Terror only affects multiple. It doesn't have a limit. Yeah, that's right. All right, let's keep it rolling. Special attacking Moxie that has the right moves for coverage. It's fast. It hits like. So what type of moveset doesn't even run? I know Shadow Ball. You can run Draining Kiss. But what other moves does it run? I mean, Nasty Plot. Pokemon Showdown. I made my first Reg Gene team, and I'm way too evil for my own good. Oh, dang, nice. What restrictor are we using? Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse, Terror Blast, Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, Mud Shot. People really run Mud Shot? I mean, yeah, you could Stellar. You could definitely run Terra Fairy. Yeah, I could argue that fact. Yeah, I could argue. Yeah, you could argue the fact that you can run Terra Fairy on Spectre. No, that makes sense. Zacian Crown, nice. I actually just made a team recently with it as well too. Honestly, sounds like I'm stuck in Gen 8, but Zacian has a special role in my team. I mean, hey, if you like it, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. Honestly, you know. I mean, even though it did receive nerfs, I think Zacian is still pretty good. I think personally, Zacian is still pretty good in Reg G. Honestly, I think it's in the same mode. That's what I think personally. But yeah, I definitely gonna get some more battles in the future for sure, because there are a few other restrictors I do want to try out that I haven't tried out yet. One of which I haven't made my own Calyrex Shadow team. I'm thinking about making one of my own particular teams. There was actually fun. There was actually a Lunala team that actually did really well in the challenge. I forgot what it was. I forgot what challenge it was, but there was a Lunala team that actually won the whole thing, which I thought was actually pretty insane. I remember the Lunala had Terra Water. The Terra Water is basically for like against Ice Rider, which makes a lot of sense. And then you have Rory Moon on the team to basically help you counteract Shadow Rider as well too. So you have that well checked as well. So I thought that was actually really cool to see out of all things, you actually see Lunala actually win an event, which I think that was actually kind of cool. I think Lunala is a pretty cool Pokemon. I think it has its ability Shadow Shield, which basically it's basically a multi-scale. It's pretty much multi-scale. You would think a Pokemon such as Lunala will be pretty bad in this and be a bad Pokemon, considering the fact that there were obviously Ghost Rider Calyrex is roaming around. Obviously, that just obliterates it. But you can actually if you have a good enough team, you can. That's not even an issue. That's what I think. That's what I like about See, that's the thing I like about VGC. Yeah, there's always those meta Pokemon that just are so good. Yeah. Same old boring meta Pokemon. Yeah. But there are times in which Pokemon you least expect actually do well, honestly. And that's what I love about VGC personally. That's just what I think personally. Perfect example. Station Park, 2014. He won a world championship with Pachirisu. So yeah, there's that. Each restricted can win if paired correctly in fairness. No, that's true. That's 100% true. I feel like any restricted can shine if it has the right team and right matchups. I feel like anything can shine especially if you're a player that really knows the matchups really well. You can definitely put it to work for sure. Zacian is strong. It's just a strong one. No, that's true for sure. The horses and Miraidon are probably the top three. Oh yeah, no, 100%. Those three are the top dogs right now in Reg G. They're all three of them are really strong in their own right, of course. Your Stratus Daly, fair, nice. Also, he went into Worlds last year with Pachirisu. I did see that match. He went up against Aaron Zeng, but I think Aaron won that match. I think, right? But it was still cool that he was trying to bring it back, though. I give him props for that. You gotta give the man credit. You gotta give the man his credit, though. Will Pachirisu have one shot? I mean, it makes sense because Voltazorb plus Terra Fairy means Miraidon. What's Miraidon gonna do? It's not touching it. There's literally nothing Miraidon could do. I mean, nowadays Miraidon could theoretically run Dazzling Gleam as a way to get around that, because obviously, yes, Pachirisu walls with Terra Fairy, Pachirisu walls both of Miraidon's stab typings. But nowadays, I've seen people tech Terra Fairy now, which is a strong choice, considering that Terra, it does learn Dazzling Gleam. You can even argue you could run Terra Ground, like, to stop those, Lightning Rod mons, and if you expect them to bring them, Terra Ground, Terra Blast to take them out, basically. But I feel like is that really a bad Terra to counteract those picks, honestly? But that's just me personally. And on top of that, right? Zekrom, which is another electric dragon type, while it is worse than it is indefinitely worse than Miraidon, unlike Miraidon, Zekrom doesn't get affected by those. Zekrom ignores those type of abilities. Voltazorb and Pachirisu, it does not work on Zekrom. Zekrom will still do damage because Zekrom's ability negates any abilities and stuff like that. So basically, Raichu's lightning, lightning rod, particularly Voltazorb, those effects don't work with Zekrom. Whereas Miraidon is definitely the more superior choice between them as an electric and dragon type. Zekrom can get over abilities such as lightning rod and Voltazorb and still do damage to those Pokemon. So even if they do bring him in, or if you do redirection, Zekrom will still do damage with this electric moves because it ignores those abilities altogether, basically. So that's why I like about Zekrom personally. That's just me. It's a team that's... Oh, my bad. I'm not reading chat. I'm so sorry. It's a team about supporting Zacian, Incineroar. Okay, so about supporting Zacian. Okay. Incineroar, Asperia. Ooh, you run that on your team? I actually am kind of curious about that. Ursaluna. Okay. Chien-Pao, I know why. Because its ability that makes Zacian's attacks do even more damage. Makes sense. Fluttermane for speed control, stuff like that makes a lot of sense. Instant for fake out support. But why Aspera, if you don't mind me asking? I'm actually kind of curious about that choice, actually. If Alolan Marowak was in the game, I would have... Bro, I hate that they did Alolan Marowak dirty in this game in particular. I hate how they did it so dirty in this game. Like, all the other Alolan forms got into this game, but you're telling me the only one that didn't get in was Alolan Marowak? Are you kidding me? Like, brother, how do you block that off, honestly? That's crazy. Aspera is actually the big support for Sonic. Wait, is that really a support? What's the move, actually? Just please tell me. Please enlighten me on the moveset that I'm on. I'm actually kind of curious. Okay, calm down. You cannot just disrespect Pikachu and Charizard like that. Hello? No, sir. You cannot disrespect those two mons. They're OGs. What you mean? You can't sit there and disrespect them like that. What? Nah, brother. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. I always will, both overrated. But so? I mean, I guess that's fair. True. I guess that's fair. Fair enough. Forwards for you, speed boost, skill swap. Wait, what is that thing? What is that thing's speed actually? I mean, to be fair, Zacian already has really good speed as it is, honestly. Oh wait, it gets speed boost. Oh, I see. Oh, I see where you're cooking. You run Adam and Zacian, and then you skill swap the speed boost onto it. Oh, I see. So you set that up. You set up Swords Dance, and I'm assuming you run Swords Dance on Zacian, and then you have speed boost making Zacian extremely fast, and then oh, that's nasty, and I like it too. Actually, that's actually really funny. I see what you're doing there. Okay, I was like, why speed boost out of all things? But no, I see why. No, that makes sense. And that's actually that's actually really, really nasty. And I mean that in a good way, of course. That's actually really funny. But I feel like in a way it may also be a little isn't it a little risky because you have to worry about... Oh, I guess you don't start with Zacian directly. Like, you can start with like instant with it. And then, you get all the... Then you swap into it, I guess. Because I feel like whenever people see Zacian, they always start with it. Or rather, they expect you to start with it, I feel like. That's just me. That's just me, personally. Sword Stance, Sacred Sword, Behemoth Blade, Play Rough. Ooh, okay. So you don't even run Protect on Zacian. Okay. Now, here's my question. What Terror do you use on your Zacian? Do you run Stellar Terror, or do you run like a Terror Steel, Terror... or Terror like Fairy? I'm assuming you're running Stellar Terror, right? I run Stellar Terror on my Zacian as well too. I like that a lot, especially if you can get off the Sword Stance. I think it's really funny. The only problem I find with Esper is that it takes up my slash shot that Chin Pao needs. Yeah, I mean, you could theoretically make. Can this Pokemon actually be a little bit of a bulky mon with? Couldn't you just run like speed and special speed and HP, or do you use it also for some damage too, like as an attacker? Because I was gonna say, like, if you like, I don't even know what's your moveset even on that mon actually. Maybe I could recommend an item that you can do it so you can put Chin Pao with the item, or if you rather keep Chin Pao as heavy damage, you can do a choice band on that, so you can really fish for some damage. But yeah, Lumina Crash in case is supporting Fluttermane. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so you have that. But what are your other moves? I know Lumina Crash, but what other moves you run? In fact, what are your moves, and then what is your EV spread? If you don't mind sharing it. If you don't want to, it's fine. Because now you got me intrigued with your Espera spread on strategy with Zacian. I'm not gonna lie. Lumina Crash, you run Helping Hand and Protect. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, okay, so you run Skill Swap, Helping Hand, Lumina Crash, and Protect. Okay. So, but why do you need Focus Sash on Espera? Like, if you don't mind me asking, if you could just protect one turn and then fake out, if you go over like fake out and stuff like that, I'm just curious. Like, I'm just wondering why you run the Focus Sash on that. 252 HP, 4 defense, 252 speed with timid. Okay, I see. So yeah, you do run HP and speed. Okay, I see. But in that case, why focus sash on that if you have HP investment? Or is it really squishy? That's why. Because I feel like if you're just gonna run it just mainly to support, you could just get away from a protect and stuff like that. In case of Bandit, Urshifu, Single Strike. Oh, I see. But at the same time, you can also run Terra Fairy against that. Personally, you could just run. Oh yeah, that's right. Urshifu. I keep forgetting. Urshifu keeps attacks to protect. I mean, if you really do fear it, I feel like you can also run Terra Fairy against that matchup, and then you don't have to worry as much about it. I feel like. That's just what I think. You could probably get away with running Terra Fairy on that, and then if you really do fear the single strike Urshifu being like choice banded, then you could just run Terra Fairy as a defensive Terra. I mean, defensive Terras is I've seen people use defensive Terras as well too, honestly, to be able to take hits. Like if you need a Pokemon for a particular matchup, or if there's something you really do fear. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a defensive Terra, honestly. Because the way you're setting up your Zacian to really dish out damage, I feel like you're not even gonna need the Terra on Zacian. But I'm saying, I feel like you can go Terra Fairy if you're really worried about that Choice Band or Urshifu, and then it's not even gonna be able to kill you. Yeah, it'll do a decent chunk, but it's not gonna be able to do a whole lot after that. But that's just me personally. But yeah, I just feel like, you know, that defensive Fairy Terra can help with that in that regard. You cannot make this up. How? The Hoppet just literally right popped up on my screen. Y'all saw that? I didn't even see it, and it was nowhere near it. What? That's crazy. That is actually crazy. It's Terra Grass? Wait, Terra Grass? Wait, why Terra Grass if you don't mind me asking? Hoppet, screw that's not shiny. Yeah. Nah, these Hoppets have been getting in have been becoming a nuisance. I don't know why. They need to stop being a butt. They need to stop being a butt. Like, I already have the shiny. I got a couple already for sure. No Spore, no Rage Powder. Helps against Scarf, Bandage, Journey. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Because the last thing you need is redirection from like a Mugus and stuff like that. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so in that case, maybe run. You can always run Choice Band on Jin Pao to be that guy and just have another strong offensive attacker too. I'm assuming that's what you're doing on Jin Pao. But then again, in a way, I feel like people would expect the Focus Sash on Jin Pao anyway, right? So you could theoretically get away with running. I mean, unless you have to run like unless you have Protect on it, then no, you can't really run Choice Band. Never mind. I mean, against the Urshifu itself, you could. I mean, Zacian alone can just obliterate that Urshifu as it is too. On top of that. You can always at least run that in particular. Damn, we are blasting to these eggs. Hello, sheesh. We are breezing. We're on the third box. That's wild. My Jin Pao's life orb. Oh, okay, I see. So you still... Alright, you know what? I'm tired of these darn hoppets getting my way. See this hoppet right here, guys? You see this hoppet right here? It about to get burned to a crisp right now. Hold up. There you go. Hold that. Get out of here. Next time it'll be a Terra Fire booster. Life Orb Protect, Sucker Punch, Sacred Sword. Oh, Life Orb Protect, Sucker Punch, Sacred Sword. Ice Spinner. I'm tired of missing Nike. Oh, you don't run Icicle Crash? Okay. Wait. Ice Spinner is... What is that, base? Is that base 80, right? Yeah, no, I understand that for sure. Like, honestly, who doesn't get tired of missing those 90 accurate moves? Those moves are such a pain, such a butt sometimes. Must Jin Pao run it to get rid of terrain? You know, that makes sense. That makes sense. Especially if you're going up against like a team that really strives with terrain. It's always good to have that to get rid of that terrain as well too. I'm trying to remember what base power it is for the most part. Ice Spinner's 80, Icicle's 85. Okay, yeah. So you're trading a little slight damage for guaranteed connecting move. Makes sense. Makes sense. It's not like the steel roller, right? Where if there's no terrain, it doesn't go off. Even if there's no terrain, you can still use the move no matter what, right? Ice Spinner. Oh yeah, I already did that. Secondary effect. Yeah. Jin Pao does a 1. Rillaboom getting speed advantage or more. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense because obviously Rillaboom can pretty much. Rillaboom can use Grassy Glide with priority, and then you have Miraidon that's just dumb strong, honestly, which is insane. You can spam it? Okay, cool. So that means it's not like Steel Roll. Okay, got it. Well, I mean, hey, if I say personally, I would run Ice Spinner over Icicle Crash, honestly. Dragonite runs it for that same reason too. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it's a good move to get rid of terrain in particular as well too. Especially if you're not running like Terapagos, if your restricted is not Terapagos. Is it just me, or did Terapagos really fell off as a restricted meta as of late? Is that just me, or did Terapagos really fell off for the most part? I feel like Terapagos really fell off as a restricted mon. I like Terapagos personally. I think Terapagos is a really cool Pokemon. I like it a lot actually. Hey, Popolari's gonna shiny Shieldon again. He said no. Ah, frick. Ah, man, it's gonna be another dud stream, I guess, huh? I mean, it's fine. I don't mind doing these streams anyway, because, you know, we get to chill, hatch some eggs, and we just vibe them. By the way, guys, if you guys have not already, be sure to hit that like button if you guys do enjoy the stream, of course. It's still being used, it's easier to check. Ah, I see. So you gotta play a lot more smarter with it, basically. You can't just pop off right away like that. I see. For a while, I was thinking about Terra Fairy Chin-Pao, but I realized I need to fake out immunity without using Protect. I was practicing as Urshifu, S, Incineroar leads. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Yeah, because you always like to make sure you always have that defensive Terra just in case. Chin-Pao is either Ghost or Stella. Yeah. I feel like more of Terra Ghost over Telestera because, you know, having that immunity to fake out without having to waste a turn to protect is always fantastic. Like, if you know there's a Pokemon on the opposing team that's just gonna protect, or rather go for like a fake out, it's always gonna have that defensive Ghost Terra. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Excuse me. I am sorry, guys. Holy smokes. A little cough there, but I'm okay. If you got right directionally, you use Stella move, yeah. If you want to block fake out, protect, sash, or need to, you go Ghost. Yep. That is true. That is true. I've seen a lot of people. I've seen a lot of different Pokemon running Terra Ghost as of late for that defensive Terra. Honestly, man, I remember the days back when Mega Kangaskhan was just insane. Honestly, back in the day, honestly. Alright, let's see. Also, low-key, I like how they made Ice Spinner, but said F the Tapus. Man, I remember the Tapus were absolutely going wild, of course. My Incineroar is the basic set, but I decided on something. I have both safety goggles and Terra Grass on it. I don't want a Terra in front of every spore in the world, but also afraid of big water. And ground attacks coming from opposing threat. Yeah, that's true. Like, if you run into those teams that have like Groudon as the restricted, because Groudon can still be pretty good and pretty decent in my opinion. Gen 6 legendaries made sense not being in the game, but the Tapus were shafted hard. Wait, how were the Tapus shafted hard? Am I asking? Man, there were a lot of Pokemon that did really well, and that would do really well in this area. You know, man, there's so many Pokemon I would love to use, but they're not even they're not even added to this game. I think they're saving them for like the upcoming games that's coming up pretty soon. They would have thrived in Scarlet, I think. Oh yeah, the Tapu Blues will definitely be going crazy. Especially, oh my god, bro. Especially Tapu Koko with Miraidon. Oh my god. That's a devastating force right there. Imagine. Imagine. Tapu Koko with Miraidon. Oh god. That combo would be all over the place. I mean, I like Tapu Bulu as a pretty cool unique Pokemon as well too. I think Tapu Bulu is also a pretty cool choice. Ursaluna and Fluttermane are just their only Slapping Festivals. Fair enough. And then you could just, in case they have Trick Room, that's an option too as well. Tapu Koko with any of the future forms, yeah. In a way, I feel like Tapu Koko definitely would just be insane, period, honestly. Lele would block more fake on priority. Oh yeah, no, Lele would be... You don't even start with Lele. You could just bring it in the back and it'll make your opponents think twice about thinking about just going hard fake out. Or any priority in that matter, honestly. Bulu would have had a Staff Fairy move. Yeah, man, Bulu got done dirty with it not being able to learn play rough, honestly. Ursaluna is also my anti-trick Murumon. I respect it. I respect it for sure. I feel like Ursaluna and Trick Room would be really insane. And Feeny would have made Ursaluna harder to use. That is true too. Because if you can't get that Flame to activate, Ursaluna is going to be kind of much, you know, walled. Or not walled, but like, you know, it's not going to be online at all, basically. Which makes sense. My Incineroar is trained to be faster than most Incineroar to flinch before they can flinch Zacian or Ursaluna. That fair enough. Yeah, always nice to have that speed advantage and all that for some of those cases as well. Makes a lot of sense. Alright. We got 3 more rounds of eggs in this box, and then we got a couple more eggs afterwards. Brother! How does this... Okay, that's it. How does this keep happening? The Hoppy was nowhere near me. Like, how? You guys saw that, right? How? How does the Hoppy keep popping up in that area? Like, how? Oh my god, like how? How does that even happen? Like, hello? You cannot make this, you cannot make that up. I was nowhere near the Hoppit. What? Brother. I don't even know if y'all heard that, but still. How does that even happen? Like, what? For Hoppin'? Nah, screw that Hoppin', man. Fun fact, before I added the Esperita strat, I had Cobra Cloak Latias for Tailwind and Heal Pulse. I feel like if you really, really want the Focus Sash on Chien-Pao again, I would have kept the Latias, honestly. But hey, that's just me personally. That's honestly just me, but hey, if the strat works, just roll with it. Not a Hoppin', nah, it deserved that. I don't know how that even happened at all, period. Dare Yugi free Hoppin' from the Shadow Realm times over, what? You can't just say that once. Now that listen, that Hoppin' had it coming. That Hoppin' had it coming. I don't even want to hear it. That Hoppe had it coming. Nah, brother, that Hoppe had it coming. That Hoppe straight up had it coming, honestly. It's crazy. Like I've been using this Japanese Ditto to help improve the odds of shiny, but I haven't even seen one. That's crazy. At least from these eggs, anyway. Japanese Ditto only makes the odds 1 in 512. I think. Wait, really? I thought it was a bit more than that, but I guess that probably explains it. Aspera gives me funny situations like this: Chien Pao using Protect and a +3 attack plus Zacian plus 4 speed Zacian slapping him right on around. I mean that is fair, but in a way it will get hard denied by Trick Room though. You have to be careful with Trick Room. That's about it. But I mean, you do have Ursaluna as a backup, so that makes sense actually. But yeah, I honestly do think that wait, hold on. Okay, I was just checking. But yeah, I honestly do think that I do like the idea you're going up with this thing, but honestly though, I would have probably still used Latias personally for myself. Probably run Latias Terra Fairy with like Tailwind, Heal Pulse, Psyshock, and Draining Kiss basically. With Terra Fairy basically. That's just me personally. I like the idea. I do love the your idea with the strat you were going with, but honestly, considering the fact that Zacian's really fast enough as it is, I feel like you really don't need to give a speed boost. But I mean, I see why you do it, and I think it's really hilarious, personally. But I mean, hey, if it works for you, keep it rolling. Honestly, don't even worry about me. Don't even worry about me, man. Don't even worry about me. But I probably would just use Latias personally. But that's just me personally. But hey, you keep doing your epic strat. If it works, it works. That's just me. Also, I do like the idea of Clover Cloak on Latias as well too. So you don't have to worry about like, you know, fake out statuses, you know, stuff like that. Heck, I could probably even see myself running like a little bit of special attack Eevees along with HP on Latias, so it could at least do some damage. So it's not a sitting duck basically. I kind of like that as well, too. Yo, low-key, I'm kind of thinking about using a team that has Oricorio on it. Because I remember one time I went up against a team that actually, a person that used an Oricorio on their team. I forgot where that was, but I remember going up against an Oricorio team that was actually really cool. Because what it does, how it works is, if a Pokemon, I believe, if its teammate uses a dancing move, it copies that exact move. I think Oricorio would be really funny Pokemon on the team. A funny little Pokemon to try out at some point. Team Eater's like, wait. I tried to before legendaries and such. Oh, you're talking about like back in Regulation 8, Regulation H basically. I did Oricorio and Frostbite. Ah, okay. But the team I went up against, it was Volcarona and Oricorio, and I thought it was pretty cool because Volcarona is a really good mon in particular. Honestly, I have to try some Oricorio stats at some point. Honestly, it's really cool. More regulation. Oh, the very first season of this game. Oh, I see. Way before, like back when this game first straight up came out. That makes sense. Frostmoth can wall special mons. Yeah, it definitely can. I've seen it actually. It puts in work. I've definitely seen Frostmoth put in work in many ways, honestly. And I think it's actually, I think Frostmoth in particular is a really cool and underrated Pokemon. While yes, it does have a double weakness to rock. It definitely has its usages. Personally, that's what I think. I don't know. I think Oricorio is a really cool Pokemon. I really do think so. I found the first version of the team. What the heck is this? Wait, what? Wait, what team is it? Is it? You want me asking? I'm so glad I changed the team. Oh, okay. But good thing Terra is this. Honestly, bro, Terra made a lot of Pokemon a lot better. Honestly. Terra Pokemon made a lot of Pokemon so much better in this generation than in past generations, where they were just get obliterated because of some big weaknesses they have. Another Pokemon that I think is gonna do well whenever I get the shiny is Bastiodon, with Terra Fairy to basically get rid of its double weaknesses it has. Bastiodon will be a really fun mon to play around with, honestly, and it gets body press too. I definitely want to try a team with Bastiodon at some point. Of course. But yeah, I think Terra really did make a Pokemon a lot better, honestly. That's just what I think personally. We ran Iron Defense, Body Press, Hisuian Gudra. Nice. But yeah, there is a new contender with the Iron Defense strategy, and his name is Bastiodon. You got Bastiodon, of course. Whenever I get this darn shiny, of course, I would love to get a shiny of this thing for sure. I also ran a bulky Chestnut with Leech Seed Body Press. Ooh, interesting. Terragrass Zacian Chiyu on a team centered around Zacian. Latias over Fluttermane. What was Terra Electric Chiyu supposed to do? Okay, you know what? I see why the Terragrass, again, if you're really fearing like ground type moves, since Zacian does have that weakness to ground. But that's the only thing I see personally. Latias over Fluttermane. What was Terra Electric Chiyu supposed to do? That's a good question. What does Terra Electric Chiyu do, honestly? I'm actually kind of curious about that now. Honestly. Terragrass was mostly to stop Amoonguss sleep. Ah, I see. Man, Terragrass is so good in my opinion. Just to block off sleep, honestly. All right, guys, our last eggs of the stream, guys. Let's see if we can get a shiny out of these last eggs. So we got 4 more rows of eggs for the stream, and let's see if we can, if one of these will give us a shiny. Let's see. Terrifiers to stop the burn. Yeah, fun fact, I used to run that on on Torterra, so I don't have to worry about Will-O-Wisp and stuff for singles, which I thought was pretty cool. Gotta go say, no worries, Team Beaver. Thank you so much for stopping by, though. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you. And if you guys have not already, be sure to hit that like button if you guys are enjoying the stream. If you like what you see, be sure to be sure to drop that sub as well too. And if you guys have not already, be sure to check out memberships. We still got memberships. We've yet to get our first member as well too. So check out the memberships if you guys are interested. We have 3 levels of those memberships available for you guys. So if you want to get in those memberships, check them out. Check them suckers out. Got some pretty cool perks on it, and in the future I will definitely be adding some more perks the more we get it. And the more members means we get more emotes, and I got a lot more emotes ready for you guys whenever we get more members, of course. Yeah, we got them epic memberships. You already know, let's get it. Yeah, honestly, talking about the VGC, honestly, really it's pretty cool because, you know, being able to talk about different Pokemon and just, you know, using them for battles and stuff like that, I think is really cool. That reminds me, I'm really curious about what that Pokemon Championships game that they announced in the Pokemon Presents is going to be like, honestly. I'm really curious. The fact that you're going to be able to Terra and Mega Evolve in that area, it's going to be really insane. It's going to make battles a lot more diverse, in my opinion. As well as there's also maybe we'll get Z-moves as well too back in that area too. Who knows? But if I can make a prediction again, like I said before, I feel like that game in particular is gonna. I feel like that game is definitely gonna be like a. I feel like that game is gonna basically be like Nintendo Switch's Pokemon Battle Revolution in a way, bringing back all the different ways of battling. Honestly, that's just me. That's just what I think. Because that's gonna be a big game, I feel like, for the Switch too, but I could be wrong. There's a lot of possibilities with that game, honestly. And that's not honestly what I'm genuinely thinking about. That's just honestly genuinely what I'm thinking about. Honestly, low key. Champions is also on mobile. That is true. The fact that it's going to be on mobile too, you don't have to actually have a Switch in order to play it. That's also fantastic. So everybody can get in on the action. Which I think honestly, it's really, really, really cool. Honestly. Honestly, I'm looking forward to both those games, honestly. I honestly am looking forward to both those games. All right, let's see what we got. We got 15 more eggs left for the night, guys. So let's see what we can get. And then tomorrow is going to be the final. I'm going to be back with Final Fantasy 14 for tomorrow because we're going to be going into a brand new patch, brand new content, all that good stuff. So I will be live with that tomorrow, actually at 1 o'clock instead of the usual 7 o'clock instead. So because I know my peeps are definitely going to be getting into it for sure. Though I can get a head start, of course, which I'm expecting for sure, but we'll see. I'll get there when I get there, I guess. All right. Let's see. I honestly feel like every time I look at this Shieldon in this setting, it looks like it's a shiny, but it's not. That's what's killing me every time. Because that setting, it looks like it's a shiny, but it really is not. That's the sad part, honestly. All right. Let's see what we can get for these last couple eggs that we have here. Gotta love that. Gotta love that floor thing that in this game, right? Right, guys? True. All right, let's see what we got here. Bro, I've been at this, like, this is, the, I think now, what, my fifth installment of this hunt, and I have still not seen a single shiny yet? That's crazy. That's wild. But yeah, guys, either way, this week is going to be fun. We got 2 collabs, like I said. We're going to be having those taking place this week. We got some new content in 14 I'm going to be messing around with tomorrow, as well as a couple other goodies that's going to be taking place as well. So, looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun Tuesday. I never thought I would hear myself say I would hear myself saying that, honestly. It's crazy. You technically slightly still under odds. Really? Yeah, this is my 5th installment of these eggs, so wow. Okay. Yeah, I've been at this for like, this is now the 5th installment. It's insane. Get away from me, Hoppits. Tired of seeing all these darn Hoppits around here. All these darn Hoppits always being a butt sometimes. Each stream you're doing 3 to 4 boxes. That is true. I think there was one stream I actually did 5 boxes, I think. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think there was a stream. Wasn't there a stream that did like 1 box? Pretty sure. So by the math, even with the 1 stream with 5, you're slightly on the odds still. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. I mean, hey, you've been keeping track, so that's good. Yeah, because if it's like 104 boxes worth of eggs, multiply that by 5 streams. Yeah. I see what you mean. I see exactly what you mean. Uh-oh, there was a little bit of drop frames, guys. I apologize about that if it's notable. You get about 100 eggs a stream, except for the 1-ish when you had 150. Yeah, 100 eggs a stream. Yep, that is correct. So with 5 streams, that's about 500. Should be about 500-ish eggs for the most part. Yeah, no, you're correct. You are indeed correct about that. I may have to soon change up my stream program, because OBS has been a butt as of late too. I noticed a little bit of slight drop frames as well too. Hopefully it's not too bad. I don't know total math because I'm not sitting there 1A, 2A. Nah, you're good, brother. Don't worry about it. All right, let's see if these final 5 eggs will give something. I'm not gonna lie. We breeze so fast through these eggs. It's insane. I think what I'm gonna do when I finish the stream is I'm gonna check through my settings and see if there's a way I could probably improve these a little bit, because I've been noticing there's been a few drop rains here and there. Like this past Friday, we had a lot of drop rain craziness. Honestly, I think this one tonight it definitely was nowhere near as bad. It was just like maybe a little mini drop rain. That's about it. I might have to look into those settings a little bit more. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Today was a lot better. Oh yeah, no, 100% it was. And I ran into this this little bug here. Well, that's my fault. I wasn't paying attention. So no, it was definitely a lot better today for sure, 100%. And I think in the next 2 weeks, I will be back with I'll be back with the monthly Unite stream, of course, in 2 weeks' time, of course. I'll be doing Unite as well. Speaking of Unite, I need to actually. I heard there's some glassless glasses I gotta get actually, so I'm gonna try to get. I'm probably hop on to just finish getting what I need to get done, so I can get those glasses. Because there's nothing better than when playing Blastos to be able to be the Squirtle Squad, honestly. So I need to get those glasses. If I don't, I'm not a real Pokemon fan, honestly. Avalon in 3 weeks? Yeah, I don't really play Unite that much, honestly. I only log in just to like do I just do the computer matches just so I can get the missions done, honestly. That's about it, really. I don't play Unite at all that much. I only play just to like get my missions done, and then that's it. That's just me personally. Once I got this weekend, I stopped playing. Fair enough. Honestly, I didn't even play this weekend thing. I'm gonna get it with the coins again. Honestly, that's how much I don't care about Unite that much. Like I said before, I don't take that game seriously at all anymore. I really, generally don't. I really don't. That game is the last game I will ever take seriously ever again. Honestly, I will never take that game seriously. You ask me how many times I've said this, and I will tell you the same thing over and over again, guys. I will never take that game seriously. Never. I low-key will never take that game seriously again. Honestly. Y'all will never see me take that game seriously again. Never. Alright, guys. Here's our last egg of the stream. I breezed through these eggs. Sheesh, I'm gonna have to make some more. I'm gonna have to make a few more next time, if anything. Like, holy smokes. Alright, here we go. Last egg. And unfortunately, looks like it's going to be a miss. If you guys know where that's from, you guys definitely are a legend for sure. I got no patience for the solo queue dum-dums. Yeah, I get that. I get that a lot for sure. Unfortunately, guys, no shiny again. 5th installment, still no shiny. But as Kristen mentioned, I did about 5 of these streams, so roughly 100 eggs each. So I'm going to have to actually get a full number count of everything, so I can actually give you guys an estimate number of how many altogether I've done. So unfortunately, no shiny, guys. But we'll continue this hunt at another point next week for sure. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for tonight. I do appreciate you guys tuning in for this little fun chill stream here tonight. I will be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time instead of the 7 o'clock. I'm gonna try something a little different this time and stream a little earlier tomorrow and see how that works. If not, if any time changes come up, I will let you guys know ahead of time. But for the most part, we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate you guys. I'll be back tomorrow at around 1 o'clock. Maybe I'll change it to 3 o'clock. We'll see what happens. But till then, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, F Hobbit. Yeah, I already see the Hobbit over there chilling. I see you. I see you, Hoppy. You think you slick? You think you slick, brother? Nah, son. You can get up out of here. Yeah, you can all catch the work, honestly. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care.